Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on my video. So if you have been watching any of my videos and you have noticed that I mentioned that I really love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, and I said I would make a video comparing the extreme version as well as the reformulation and the old formulation. So if you're new to this channel, I just wanted to let you know I review only fragrances, niche designer, indie. I don't discriminate, different price points. And as you can see, I don't have this full size bottles because I can't afford it. My love for this fragrance is big, but my wallet is not. So I also am in the beauty industry, so I do end up getting sometimes some free fragrances. But other than that, I don't spend as much money on fragrances anymore because I discovered crypto. So anyway, so I'm just going to tell you about the fragrances, and this is just gonna kind of be like a double feature video. And first I'm going to talk about, so I have a little tiny sample here, and this is the Kilian Love Extreme. Somebody made this for me, and I have a decant, and this is the older formulation of Love Don't Be Shy. And they just kind of made this label. It's handmade. This is not an official like sample size or anything like that. This is a little 5 ml decant, and I have I've used this several times, and as you can see, I haven't gone through it that quickly. So I do not have the money to buy the full size of this, but decants of it last me quite a while. Last time I had one, it lasted me about a year. So, and also I have to go through my other fragrances. Now, the version I have here, this I got from Sephora. This is a 75 ml travel spray. This is an official travel spray from Kilian. And this is the Love Don't Be Shy that was made after Estee Lauder bought Kilian. So as you can see, obviously the color of the juice is entirely different, as well as the bottle. This used to come in a black bottle, and now this comes in a white bottle, which looks very similar to this one. And so this fragrance is very popular now because of Rihanna. It was a big rumor that this is the fragrance that Rihanna wears, and that people were saying that have met her were saying that she smells like her, the way she smells is just captivating, and she just smells so damn good. Not surprised. I mean, Rihanna's like one of my favorite artists ever. So the original, so this original fragrance came out in 2007, and it was created by Kalice Becker, and Kalice Becker has been known to make Bath & Body Works 1,000 Wishes, that signature scent in their collection, as well as a couple others. And 1,000 Wishes has similarities to this fragrance, in my opinion, just a little bit. As well as one fragrance that this kind of reminds me of too is their designer collection of Kilian called Princess, and that's from like the one fragrances that have the big ball on the top. I believe that one's discontinued. She's also is an in-house perfumer for Kilian, so she's made like Moonlight in Heaven, Intoxicated, a bunch of them. She's also made the original J'adore by Dior and Versace Dylan Blue pour Femme. So the top notes are neroli, bergamot, pink pepper, and coriander. Middle notes is orange blossom, jasmine, honeysuckle, and rose and iris. And the base is caramel, sugar, vanilla, musk, civet, and labdanum, as well as marshmallow. So these two, so in terms of the new version, they did not change any of the ingredients. The ingredients are still listed as it is on Fragrantica and Parfumo. But the concentration, I don't know whether or not they use like a different dye or something, or different ratios of concentrations. But right off the bat, they do smell pretty much the same. So I'm going to spray this one here. This is the original here, and then I'm going to spray it on top of my paper as well. And then over here on this side, I'm going to spray the newer formulation. Now I'm doing this so I don't waste any perfume, and this is my scent of the day. So the sprayer on this is so-so. It doesn't feel that heavy, but I've tried actual Kilian bottles, and the quality of it is pretty good, and the weight of the lids. So this is the original here, and this is the reformulation, so I'm going to let you know. So right off the top of the bat, this is like marshmallowy, sweet, syrupy. It is incredibly sweet fragrance. I have worn 2 sprays of this, and somebody had a not so nice comment to say to me, but I think she was a bit of a Karen. I understand that some people have scent sensitivities, but I literally was not wearing very much. And my boyfriend smelled me and he said, oh, you're a little bit light-handed with that fragrance. I'm like, well, it's expensive and it's really strong. So that's this one here. Now this is the newer version. So they smell almost identical. I'm going to say about 20, it's missing about 20%. So I'm going to say it's about 80% identical. Now, the reason why I say that is because this one smells more syrupy. It smells more like the color. Maybe there's more rose in it. But it smells very, or maybe more civet or something like that. It's a little bit sweeter. This one here, it smells more of the orange blossom. In fact, what it's reminding me of is a little bit, it's kind of going in that Armani Code area a little bit. Still quite similar. I mean, if you were to wear this and tell me it was that it was the old formulation, I would think you would be wearing it. But there are some slight differences. That's going to be completely honest with you. Now, I've worn both, and in terms of longevity, bad news that I have for this is that the original lasts a tiny bit longer than this one. Now, still quite heavy with this one. When you put it on, 2 to 3 sprays is pretty much all you need, I think, until it starts becoming like headache inducing for other people. I would say that this one lasts a little bit longer. This one becomes more of a skin scent, maybe around like 4 to 5 hours. So I'm not gonna do like I usually do in my videos where I spray it on myself and I come back a few hours and let you know how it develops on my skin, because I've worn this fragrance so much. Like, I've been wearing this fragrance for about 3 years now, regularly. We're talking like maybe once or twice a month. That's my opinion of regular. Like, I don't really have a signature scent, but I do have fragrances that I wear more often just because they're cheaper and a little bit more mass appealing. But anyway, this fragrance also, it's strong enough to smell it through a mask, that's for sure. So anyway, that is my comparison of that. And now I'm also going to compare it with this one. So this is Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. Now this one came out in the beginning of this year. It's 2021, and this retails for about $350 for 50 ml alone, and that's the only size it came in. So I got a little sample here, and this is also made by Kilian, but the notes are different on here. Has less notes, but although it's an extreme version, it's kind of weird because like all these brands are coming out with extreme and intense versions, and a lot of them I find are not necessarily more intense or more extreme than the original, and they just are like these flankers, and the flankers I find are just different, not like the same really. But anyway, the top notes on this is Neroli and Bergamot. The middle is Bulgarian Rose and Orange Blossom. And the base is Marshmallow, Vanilla, and Musk and Pomegranate. So we might get some tartness here. So I'm going to spray it around here. And since these are close, I don't mind if, so I got a little bit here. Now I'm going to smell it, this one here, and let you know how it compares. So the beginning, it's definitely more lemony, more citrus for sure, but it's got the orange blossom as well, and the vanilla and the musk. You know what? It smells kind of like a creamsicle. Yeah, it definitely does. and the marshmallowness too. And I'm going to smell it with I don't know if it's used to compare it to the original, but I'm going to compare it to this one because this one came out the same time around this one did. So I'm going to compare, switch that. This is this one, and this one, this one. Okay. So this one's definitely more citrus for sure. It is not extreme by any means. It's not. It is a little bit different. If anything, it's a flanker. It's like almost, it's just funny because this came out like the beginning of the year, and usually fragrances, when they come out at the beginning of the year, they're kind of like spring, summer fragrances, trying to get those sales in, trying to get that interest in with people, trying to find a new, warmer fragrance, warmer weather fragrance. And that's what it smells like to me. I feel like it could definitely work as an evening fragrance in the summertime. And this one is definitely more like colder seasons for sure. I find Love Don't Be Shy is a fragrance I don't wear too much in the summertime. It could be very cloying, could be really, really heavy. But this one I would definitely wear more in the summertime, but in the summer evenings, not necessarily during the day. I think it's a little too heavy for the daytime, but yeah, it's really quite nice. Now, in terms of what I prefer, if you're curious, I definitely prefer the original Love Don't Be Shy. It's just more heady, it's more rich and sweeter, and that's the kind of fragrances that I gravitate towards. I gravitate towards like Oriental gourmands, warm spice type of things, milky fragrances as well. And this one is just more of a fruity floral. You definitely smell a little bit of the rose, but the rose complements the orange blossom. So if you're not a big fan of rose, you're not going to smell too much rose in this. Definitely not. You do smell the marshmallow and the vanilla and the orange blossom and the neroli, and it gives it this like creamsicle scent that I find really like enjoyable. If they come out with with this size, I might actually buy it or get decants of it, because I think it's a really nice fragrance. It's just funny because it is a fragrance that costs so much more, and I think that's kind of ridiculous because I feel like the intensity is just not quite the same. It's definitely different. I don't know if that means that Kilian will be charging more from now on with Estee Lauder buying them. Yeah, it's just kind of funny how people freak out about that. And people are also freaking out about L'Oreal buying Mugler, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm really anticipated to try the Angel Ice Star. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me and talking about Kilian Love Don't Be Shy versus the Extreme, as well as talking about the reformulation. And I know this video is long, but I just want to thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe. I have way more videos coming up. I have a video coming up on Jo Malone Pomegranate Noir, as well as Guerlain Le Petit Robe Noir Black Perfecto, which I blind bought. So that's going to be a first impression for you guys. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and stay safe wherever you are. Bye.